Hello friends, welcome to another Pokemon Omega Ruby boss battle. Today we'll be fighting Maxie, the leader of Team Magma, for the second and final time. I have no idea what level his Pokemon will be at. Ours are, I think, 39-ish, give or take. Yeah, 39 with Simon at 40. So we're probably a little bit underleveled, but I feel like we have a really strong team at this point, and some really good moves, including Earthquake, which we just got the TM for, so I want to see how we fare. Ah, ah ha ha. How pathetic you appear now. The fool, Archie. Grog! Maxie, you... Seems like they're having another one of their arguments. Although it looks like Maxie has the upper hand this time, now that he has Groudon on his side. Fwahaha! Just as I predicted. Little scamp! Even I, the great Maxie, have found myself wishing for something I cannot justify. And the illogical desire that I harbored was to have you present here at this moment. Ha ha ha. And now that fool's wish has come true. Fantastic. Nothing could please me more. I suppose I should make introductions. I present to you my incomparable partner, who will assist Team Magma in driving humanity forward to its next level. The super ancient Pokemon, Groudon. Behold, this great form slumbering in defiance of even the broiling lava surrounding it. So long have I waited for this day, immeasurably long. This foolish world has held back humanity's progress out of misguided idealism regarding the coexistence of human and Pokemon. But this ancient creature can bring that to its rightful end, creating a new land upon which humanity may strive freely forward. Now that I have at last obtained the power of Primal Groudon, and now you are the final obstacle remaining between me and my goals. It behooves me to use every tool at my disposal to eliminate you. Indeed, even Mega Evolution. Do not delude yourself that you and your Pokemon are the only ones capable of it. I must apologize for making you wait through our encounters at Mount Chimney and Mount Pyre without treating you to this sight. Brace yourself for my ultimate attack. Wahahaha. Alright, so he will use Mega Evolution. I don't believe it's Mega Groudon or Primal Groudon, though. That'd be really cool if he did use actually Primal Groudon to face you, but I think we'll probably be getting Mega Camerupt instead, who is still fairly slow and still has a double weakness to water types, so not quite as scary as Mega Sharpedo in my opinion. Even though we do have the Mega Stone for Pidgeot, I think I'm going to wait until either until we lose a battle or until I beat the 8th gym, and then I'll have Pidgeot become Mega Pidgeot for our battles moving forward. Just so we have a chance to use Pidgeot in its normal form before going all out. Alright, I didn't catch if there was an Intimidate, but I believe Mightyana's only ability is Intimidate, so let's go for Hyper Beam. We have a higher special attack, and we're holding the Silk Scarf, so this should do a ton of damage and hopefully be a one-hit knockout. Definitely more than Fly after the Intimidate. And it is a one-hit knockout. Good job, Pidgeot. Of course, unfortunately, we do have to rest this turn, which means Weezing will get a free attack. Double hit. I don't remember what type of move that is. It might be normal type, so not a ton of damage there. Well, we are still intimidated, so let's try another Hyper Beam. See if Weezing will go down as well. Now, Weezing is more defensive than Mightyena, so it may hang on. And it did with just a sliver. Let's see if Maxie has any healing items. Oh, Explosion. Okay, didn't really expect that. Sorry, Clever, but you did a good job taking down 2 of Maxie's 4 Pokemon. So it looks like I was right to come in here without power leveling beforehand. Alright, Clever is down, but that's okay. We have 5 more very strong Pokemon waiting in the wings, including Tempo. Now, unfortunately, to get here, I had to override 2 of our moves with Strength and Rock Smash. So I chose the 2 that I think we would be least likely to use in this battle, which would be Shadow Ball and Blizzard. And I had the TMs for both of those, so after I'm done here, I'll go ahead and just delete the 2 HM moves and relearn them. But I kind of thought he might have a Crobat, so I kept Thunder for this scenario. I guess I could have kept Blizzard too, but Thunder should do the trick. It is super effective, and it should get the boost from... Ooh! And it should get the boost from our Sheer Force ability, and our Expert Belt too. So the fact that Crobat hung on with that much HP is very surprising. Let's actually use Strength, because it's more likely to hit than Thunder will if we survived acrobatics, which we did not. So it goes to show that Crobat is actually stronger than people might think. But let's bring out our sort of trump card here. Lapras should have an Ice move to take care of Crobat, and a Water move to take care of Camerupt. Once again, I had to delete, I think Ancient Power was our 4th move for Dive, but I'll delete that, and hopefully eventually get the TM for Psychic. Maybe I'll do like Thunderbolt or Thunder in the meantime. Alright, let's go ahead and use Ice Beam. The one reason I didn't love Crobat as much in earlier generations was just that it didn't have a great move pool. It has a decent attack stat and very high speed. But without a good move pool, it really didn't matter that much. But thankfully, in newer generations, it actually has some decent moves, so it's definitely growing on me. It's a cool design, so that's cool as well. Alright, so Lapras versus Camerupt. We cannot Mega Evolve, but let's see if him Mega Evolving allows us to, or allows him to withstand a Surf from Lapras. It is 4 times super effective. Although I think Mega Camerupt's ability is like Solid Rock, which reduces the damage from super effective moves, but not enough. Yeah, like I said, Mega Camerupt is cool looking, but still not that powerful because of its double weakness to water, which is a very common attacking type. And just like that, Chest is level 40. Very nice. You've really done it, child. You've shown a power that exceeds that of the great Maxie. Ha ha ha. Ah, aha, fa ha ha. Rah 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 rah. Splendid. Just splendid, my young trainer. No, it is more than that. I shall be calling you my young hero. Believing until the very end that a world where humanity and Pokemon coexist must be the best. Rejecting my ideals without a second thought. Yes, watching you struggle desperately to help the beginning of the world's end, you are undoubtedly a hero. So noble. And yet, I will not yield, I will not bend, my ideals will not be shaken. My dream for the world's next step forward will never change. I will use the red orb to awaken Groudon, revert to its primal form, and put an end to all else. Wait, Maxie! Oh, it's, Tabitha, right? Ah, Tabitha? Do stop that now, please, Maxie. You just don't understand. What Groudon will bring about upon awakening is an end to the world. Humph. Did you think I had not noticed that I had somehow failed to realize you were after my spot? Such a sad development indeed, to be betrayed by my number 2. In the end, there is only one being upon which I can depend. Now, Groudon, absorb all the power resting in this red orb and reclaim yourself. Revert to your primal form. This is the time to take back the great evolution you lost in the ancient past. Reclaim the possibility you once held. Ah, you... Interesting that his goal seems to be like wiping out Pokemon, or like not just increasing the land like in the previous games. It almost seems like he's done with humans and Pokemon coexisting, which is pretty scary. It's a good thing we beat him for sure. Looks like Groudon is headed for Sootopolis City, as are we. After some more talking. Gwahaha, at last! At last, I've finally done it! A new world for human evolution will be born. We shall stride forward. Oh, what have you done, boss? What? A message from our members outside? What is it? So the sun has turned mercilessly fierce in its heat. I should expect so. That is what what we have long wished for. What? The heat is greater than simulations predicted? It will be a risk to our own safety if it continues? That cannot be. It is only just awoken. Where is it getting so much power from? And how much more will it gain when it does undergo primal reversion? Continue your readings, then report back. Boss, Maxie, just what's happening on the surface? All that matters is that I have used the red orb to awaken Groudon, and now I will transform this planet to a land ideal for humanity. Hey, Maxie. Looks like we underestimated the power of the super ancient Pokemon. The power of primal reversion. What did you say? Primal Groudon brings about an end, alright, but you don't get to choose what end. It's going to drive away every living thing on this planet to its death. The only thing waiting for us is despair. A despair we can't even run from. A despair that's going to crush humanity. You blasted fool. And it's all happening because you were cocky enough to think you could control the super ancient Pokemon's power. So the information we received from the Weather Institute was true. Boss Maxie, we'll never get anywhere just standing around here like this. There isn't a moment to spare. We must confirm the situation on the outside. Child, you're coming too. Hurry up. Hey, who you calling a child? Very ominous indeed. This is not what? I wanted to make it was supposed to be a world where the human race would attain new heights, the next stage of our development. It was all for humanity's future. Boss, Maxie. So this is the power of the super ancient Pokemon. This is how Groudon brings everything to an end. All of us, people and Pokemon, every living thing on this planet, everything's gonna die. Okay, little scamp, we're setting sail for Setopolis. That blasted Groudon is no doubt gonna get there ahead of us. It'll be waiting for us deep in the Cave of Origin, there in Setopolis. There's a pool of energy there that folks say is needful for primal reversion. There's no doubt in my mind that Groudon will be racing to that cave, thirsting for that power. We got no choice but to go ourselves. We gotta do whatever we can to fight back. Alright, Maxie. You Team Magma Bladers better come with us. We're responsible for this mess, this ridiculous, impossible mess. It only makes sense for us all to step up and clean up after ourselves. Agreed? Nah. Let's go, Boss Maxie. Hey, little scamp. Look, I'm supposed to be a grown-up, right? So let me say sorry for the way this has gone down. And I'm sorry because I've got to ask you to pitch in with the cleanup. We need every hand on deck if we're going to do something about this mess. So I'll be waiting for you in Setopolis. Alright, well, I think we're probably going to finish up here, although... That's right, we have one more visitor. I thought so. Steven on what I assume is his Skarmory. Low resolution Skarmory. Dash. I'm sorry I could not be here sooner. Terrible. So this is what was being depicted in that painting at Granite Cave. If this doesn't stop, all Hoenn, no, the entire world will burn up. Nothing could live in such a land of death. Neither Pokemon nor humans. This dreadful blaze. It must be caused by the sweltering heat wave forming above Setopolis. Come on, Steven, think. What are you going to do? No. There's no point in agonizing over the situation from here. I have to go to Setopolis. There must be answers there. Dash, I will count on you to help with this crisis, but please, promise you won't do anything reckless. Well then, I'll go ahead to Setopolis. Good luck to you. Hope everybody has sunscreen, because it's getting warm in here. I do love that in these games, like, the environment actually changes. This was the one where, I mean, there was weather in Gen 2, but this game really used weather as part of the plot in a whole new way. Especially with, like, Groudon and Kyogre's abilities. And I believe Primal Groudon has an ability that makes water moves to totally fail, not even do less damage. It's just no damage at all. They don't even work anymore. But I probably won't record that fight because it's not really a boss fight as much as an opportunity to catch Primal Groudon. Like, it's not hard to defeat it, I don't think. Maybe I'll record it just in case, but I'll probably try to catch it just for fun. Although obviously we won't be using it as part of our team. But anyway, that's it for the Maxie fight. Sorry, this is a bit of a longer episode. I figured anybody who wanted to see the cutscene could enjoy it. And if you want to see more about the plot, it's a little different now for Sapphire with Kyogre instead of Groudon, obviously. But otherwise, it's very, very similar. So once again, the whole thing narrated is up on my channel as my Let's Play Alpha Sapphire. But since we're just doing the boss fights, I'm going to end things here. And when we come back, we'll be facing the 8th and final Gym Leader, Wallace. That should be a very fun and very tough one because he is a Water-type Gym Leader, and I believe he has 5 Pokemon. So thank you all very much for watching. Please like if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Take care.